भारत और नॉर्वे दोनों रूल्स बेस्ड ऑर्डर, डायलॉग और डिप्लोमेसी में विश्वास रखते हैं। हम एकमत है कि मिलिट्री कॉन्फ्लिक्ट से किसी भी मुद्दे का समाधान नहीं निकल सकता। यूक्रेन हो या पश्चिमी एशिया, हम संघर्ष की शीघ्र समाप्ति और शांति के हर प्रयास के समर्थन करते हैं और समर्थन करते रहेंगे।
In times of uncertainties and rapid changes in the world, polarization and conflicts, it is important to strengthen and build contacts with countries with whom we share fundamental values. Differences there may be, they are small compared to the big challenges out there on the world scene, and we need to work together. Partnerships matter, especially between democracies that share common interests and abide by common rules in the global community. So in this spirit, your Oslo visit is important, Prime Minister. It reflects the growing partnership between India and Norway and the shared ambition to really strengthen our cooperation in many fields.
The Russia-Ukraine war grinds on. The Iran-US standoff has reshaped West Asia. Global institutions are creaking. And in this fractured world, India's Prime Minister voiced a clear, deliberate message. Narendra Modi is in Oslo. After wide-ranging talks with Norwegian Prime Minister Jonas Gahr Store, Modi addressed the media. He didn't hedge. He didn't speak in diplomatic abstractions.
आज विश्व एक अस्थिरता और अनिश्चितता के दौर से गुजर रहा है। यूक्रेन हो या वेस्ट एशिया, दुनिया के कई हिस्सों में संघर्ष की स्थिति बनी हुई है। ऐसे में भारत और यूरोप अपने संबंधों के एक नए स्वर्णिम युग में प्रवेश कर रहे हैं। पिछले वर्ष भारत और यूरोपियन फ्री ट्रेड एसोसिएशन के एक ऐतिहासिक ट्रेड एंड इकोनॉमिक पार्टनरशिप एग्रीमेंट लागू किया। यह एग्रीमेंट भारत और नॉर्वे के बीच शेयर्ड प्रोग्रेस और प्रॉस्पेरिटी सुनिश्चित करने का ब्लूप्रिंट है।
Prime Minister Modi went further. He pushed for reform of global institutions, arguing they are no longer fit to handle the challenges of today's world. He called the eradication of terrorism in every form a shared commitment, and he specifically thanked Norway for standing with India after the Pahalgam terror attack last year, which killed 26 people, calling it a demonstration of true friendship.
मैं पिछले वर्ष नॉर्वे आने वाला था, लेकिन पहलगाम में हुए आतंकी हमले के कारण वह यात्रा स्थगित करनी पड़ी। उस कठिन समय में नॉर्वे ने आतंकवाद के विरुद्ध भारत के साथ मजबूती से खड़े होकर सच्ची मित्रता का परिचय दिया। आज जब मैं नॉर्वे आया हूं, तो मैं इस सॉलिडेरिटी के लिए हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करता हूं।
Norway also joined India's Indo-Pacific Oceans Initiative. That means maritime security and Indo-Pacific cooperation are now becoming central pillars of India-Norway ties. Two maritime nations, one shared agenda.
हमें बहुत खुशी है कि नॉर्वे आज इंडो पैसिफिक ओशन इनिशिएटिव से जुड़ रहा है। दो बड़े मैरीटाइम देश होने के नाते हम साथ मिलकर मरीन इकोनॉमी, मैरीटाइम सिक्योरिटी और कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग में सहयोग को मजबूत करेंगे। आज हमने ट्रायंगुलर डेवलपमेंट कोऑपरेशन एग्रीमेंट किया है। हम एकमत है कि मिलिट्री कॉन्फ्लिक्ट से किसी भी मुद्दे का समाधान नहीं निकल सकता। यूक्रेन हो या पश्चिमी एशिया, हम संघर्ष की शीघ्र समाप्ति और शांति के हर प्रयास के समर्थन करते हैं।
Norway's Prime Minister Store called Modi's visit significant, not just bilaterally, but symbolically. His message: in a world of polarization and rising conflict, partnerships between democracies that share values are not optional, they are essential.
In times of uncertainties and rapid changes in the world, polarization and conflicts, it is important to strengthen and build contacts with countries with whom we share fundamental values. Differences there may be, they are small compared to the big challenges out there on the world scene, and we need to work together. Partnerships matter, especially between democracies that share common interests and abide by common rules in the global community. So in this spirit, your Oslo visit is important, Prime Minister. It reflects the growing partnership between India and Norway and the shared ambition to really strengthen our cooperation in many fields. We may be different in geography, culture, size and history, but we have much to gain to work more closely together, and today we will be signing and underlining a lot of agreements that take this partnership forward. In economy, trade has been doubled over the past 10 years. We now have a free trade agreement between EFTA countries and India with great expectations and ambitions, one of the most important trade agreements we have ever signed. New large opportunities for investments, innovation and job creation in areas such as green tech, renewable energy, maritime industries and seafood. And for India, I believe it's the first free trade agreement with European partners of its kind. But we are also moving forward in other areas. We are now elevating our relationship to a green strategic partnership, which gives us the foundation to work on knowledge, resources and ambitions for the green transition, where we depend on succeeding both of us.
Trade between India and Norway has doubled in a decade. The FTA-India Free Trade Agreement, which came into force in October 2025, commits $100 billion in investment and 1 million jobs over 15 years.
If they had a nuclear weapon,
The old rules are breaking. Alliances are shifting.
Apologize again to the victims of the paedophile Jeffrey Epstein.
Wars are redrawing maps. Oil routes can shake economies overnight. One election in America can impact markets in Mumbai.
no tax on tips.
One move by China can alter the balance in Asia. One conflict in West Asia can hit every Indian household. This is no longer a distant story. This is our story. Your story. Because for the first time in decades, India is not watching from the sidelines. India is rising. India is negotiating. India is balancing rivals. India is building military strength. India is shaping trade routes. India is becoming central to the new global order. And yet, most global news is still told through someone else's lens. Washington's lens, Beijing's lens, London's lens. But where is India's lens? Where is the platform that explains the world from our perspective? Welcome to India's Axis, a new destination for geopolitics, strategy and power seen through India's eyes. From Neighborhood Watch to the biggest global stories that matter to you. Why tensions in the Taiwan Strait matter to India. How one move by China can affect India's security. What turmoil in Pakistan means for regional stability. How Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and Bhutan shape India's neighborhood. Why oil choke points can hit your wallet. How wars abroad can reshape India's security. This is not noise. This is not shouting. This is not recycled headlines. This is sharp, intelligent storytelling. Daily explainers, war room analysis, strategic conversations. Because news is everywhere, but perspective is rare, and in the age of confusion, clarity is power. Axis is for the audience that wants more than headlines. The axis of global power is shifting. India is at the center of that shift. It's time the world was explained accordingly, to understand the world through India's strategic lens. Subscribe now.